Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard and today we're out here at Hagood Mills to get ready for the Hagood Day to Throw tournament they're having out here this weekend. This is a course I've been meaning to get back out to for a while because this used to just be an open, kind of short, just 9-hole course, but they've added in a really tight wooded section at making it an 18-hole course. So it's a nice mix of open and wooded. And from what I've played of this course, it's a really scoreable course that does have some good scoring separation, especially once you get into that wooded section. But I do think in order to win out here, I'm going to need to average double digits under par. So let's go ahead and get into it and see if we can put together a good game plan. All right, so for hole 1, we've got a par 3, 295 feet. Basket's just straight ahead out in this open field. Seems like there's always a little bit of wind on this hole, so I'm going to go with the overstable fairway driver. Just throw it out to the right. Just let it skip up to the basket. Ooh. Okay, maybe you need to throw it a little bit farther to the right, but that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Ooh. All right guys, we're on hole 2. This one's par 3, 290 feet. You see the basket just past this group of trees straight in front of us. On this one, you just gotta decide which side of that group of trees you wanna go. I like to go out to the left with the understable mid-range, just put on some hyzer, just try and get to flip late, drag back to the right. So let's see if we can do it. I pulled it. But I kind of worked, but I hate it when I do that and you just throw a completely bad shot and it still works out. I'll try one more. There we go. That's what I was actually trying to do. It might be a little short, but that might actually be the play. Okay, so my hyzer flip got down here to circle's edge right of the basket, but my turnover shot was about circle's edge short. So that definitely shows me I'm getting a little bit more distance out of this hyzer flip. So I'm probably gonna go with that during the tournament, just so that way I can actually get down here for a putt. Because like I said, I need to get strokes out here, so I can't really afford to play too safe out here. But also gotta make our putts. Oh, so close. All right guys, so for hole 3, we've got a par 3, 265 feet. Just dead straight ahead, nothing really in the way, aside for this tree on the right, where you can see the branches are kind of hanging out in front of it. Biggest thing to pay attention to though is there is OB Creek off to the right, which I'm gonna make sure doesn't come into play because I'm gonna throw an overstable mid-range. Just try and push it under that branch on the right. Just see if I can get it up there for a putt. Oh, that's in the creek. I could be on the side of it, but that's probably out of bounds. Okay, so I was out of bounds, and I'm not really too sure exactly where I went out. I'm just gonna give myself here just because, but there definitely is some room in this area to land, but obviously it's pretty easy to roll in. So I think what I'm gonna have to do instead of trying to aim out to the right on this hole is just aim straight at the basket and try and be on the left side, if anywhere, but let's go ahead and save our par. Ooh, almost. There we go. I only made a putt. All right guys, we're on hole 4. This one's par 3, 230 feet. Basket straight ahead, slightly uphill. Main thing is we're just trying to hit this gap. You can see right there at the basket. If you're off to either side, it's really not too bad. You can still get up there for like a 40-footer, but we're just trying to hit this gap and get up there for an easy putt. Just get up there. Don't fade too much for me. Okay. So that's going to give us about another edge of circle putt, which is something apparently I'm going to need to practice because my putting's been a little off lately. Oh, man. All right, guys, we're on hole 5. This one's par 3, 255 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead through this gap, but I played a practice round out here yesterday, tried to go through that gap, hit a tree on the right, kicked immediately left, and ended up taking a 6 on this hole. And honestly, I was probably like a foot or two off my line. So I'm gonna try and stay away from that by going way out to the right over here with something overstable, trying to miss some of these trees, get down there to putt, or worst case scenario, hit some of those trees, fall down, and then have like 100 to 150 foot approach shot. I'm gonna try an overstable fairway and an overstable mid-range. The mid-range is gonna be my main play. Just try to put on some hyzer out there and see what happens. Okay. Ooh, sit down. Oh, hit the pole. Dang. Okay, I put that a little bit more inside than I meant to, so I don't know how that line would work if I threw it the way I meant to, but let's see how the fairway driver does. I like that a lot. Ooh, ooh! 2 in a row, let's go. Okay, so I think we know what's the line now. Dang, so not only did I hit metal with both of them, but they also both stayed like 5 feet from the basket. All right, guys, we're on hole 6. This one's a par 3, 195 feet. The ground slopes down about 80 feet off the tee. You can see the top of the flag for the basket straight ahead of us, but with it dropping down so far, you have to be really careful about your height and how far you let the disc go from right to left to right, whatever. The ground does slope from right to left, so the forehand does work out a little bit better. It's a little bit safer, so I'm gonna try that. I got my pillar, which is gonna be more of like a flex shot, and then my savior, which is gonna be just more of like just a flat shot, just straight out there. I'm probably gonna go with the pillar as my main shot because I like being able to throw this on anhyzer because it's gonna kind of drop like throughout the flight instead of with that savior. It's just gonna kind of hold its height and probably fade out, but we'll try both of them and see what they do. That should be okay. I think that's like pin high, probably another 20, 25 footer. Which I'll get to hopefully not miss again. Let's see what the savior does. Ooh, fade, fade, fade. Oh, yeah, that was probably gonna end up long. So I would have needed to either take off some of the speed on that or throw it on some hyzer, and really don't want to do that on this type of shot because as you can tell, this gap's fairly tight. So I'll probably go with the pillar on this shot. Okay, so I guess we got a good roll down the hill too, so probably not even 15 feet away. So I'm gonna make this putt. All right, guys, we're on hole 7. This is where we start to get into the wooded section of the course, and also where the holes start getting really difficult. I think the next 3 holes are some of the more difficult holes on the entire course. This one is a par 4, 465 feet. Off the tee, we're trying to land just past this bridge off to the right, just to the right of these 2 trees right here in the middle of the fairway. From there, we're going up into the right where the basket's tucked way up there. You've got to hit like a little forehand flex shot most of the time to get up there. So main thing's just going to be getting off the tee, just trying to get across the creek up there next to those 2 trees, and hopefully we'll have a good shot up to the basket. Get off it. Okay. Oh, wow. That was some really nice tree kicks on that one. I threw it just a little bit too far right out of my hand, which probably would have been okay if I didn't hit anything. I've probably just been on the right side rough, but those trees put me in like the exact spot I want to be off the tee. Okay, so from here you can see what I'm talking about, where you got a pretty guarded green, but you've also got this nice gap off to the left where you can throw just kind of like a forehand stall shot up there to the basket. Sadly, I got this one tree right in my way, so I can't really do like a run up or try and throw like a more comfortable shot, I guess. I've got to throw this on just like a touch of anhyzer and just try and get it like, even though I've got it on anhyzer, I need to come out pretty quick. So let's see what we can do. I like it. Just get right. Get right. Okay. I don't know. I think that's going to be like inside the circle. We'll see. There we go. All right, guys, we're on hole 8. This one's a par 4, 415 feet. Fairway goes straight for about 150 feet. Then as you see, you go up on top of this terrace. Then the fairway bends slightly to the left, goes straight for probably about 200 feet with the fairway tucked off to the right. Off the tee, really just trying to get on top of this terrace and then have just a straight like forehand approach shot into the green. You can either do that by throwing like a forehand turnover or just like a forehand or backhand hyzer. Neither one of them is really great. Like they both have the pros and cons. So I'm gonna try both of them. I feel like I like the forehand turnover just a little bit more because I can get to kind of flatten out and push straight down that fairway and possibly cut out a little bit more distance. But we'll see how it goes. So going forehand turnover first. Flatten out. Okay, I like that a lot. It's probably a little bit too far left, but I mean, I'm gonna have a pretty doable shot from there. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And for the backhand. Close. I pulled that just a little bit, but honestly don't mind either one of those shots. So I'll probably just have to see what shot feels good in the tournament, but I'm leaning more towards that forehand just because, like I said, there's some more chance of like getting some actual distance down into the gap. Okay, so we ended up in a pretty good spot, a lot better than I was thinking. I thought it was gonna be kind of in the tree line, but I really have just a wide open shot down there to the green. You can see a little bit of the basket from where y'all are, but I'm just gonna have to put a little bit of ante on this, try and just get the flex down that hallway and hopefully fade out down there towards the basket. Oh, it flexed out faster. I would have wanted, but it's fine. I can get up and down from there. Okay, so I actually got a really lucky roll back down off the terrace down here to where probably like maybe 45 to 50 feet from the basket. Got it pretty lined up, so let's see if we can make this. No, look out. Ooh. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one's a par 3, 275 feet. You can see the basket down here off to the right. Off the tee, you've got two choices. You got like a flex forehand route off to the right that's not too bad, but if you hit some of this stuff early right, it's basically guaranteeing a bogey, if not worse. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out to the left with the overstable fairway driver, try and just put on some anhyzer and just try and get it to push straight for like 50 feet and then just start moving left and like flattening out and pushing straight. Hopefully I can get down there to the basket, but I like this play just a little bit more because the gap's bigger, and even if I do like throw it too straight into this stuff, I should get a kick out to the right and hopefully be in the fairway, but let's see how it goes. Okay. I pulled that one a little bit and kind of went inside the tree I want to go around. So I'm gonna try one that's a little bit more overstable and see if maybe that's what I need. Because I didn't mind that line at all, but that kick hurt. Let's see if the Thunderbird can handle this. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably just have to stick with that one and just try and, I don't want to try and hug the left side anymore, but that's probably what I need to do if I want to try and get down there for a birdie, is just hug that left side rough. Oh, dang it. That was the one tree I needed to miss. Come on. Ooh. There we go. All right, guys, that finishes up the front 9 out here. I'm not mad with how I'm playing, really. Just, I'm throwing well off the tee, just not really my approach shots have been kind of meh, and my putting's been really bad. So that's definitely what I'm gonna have to work on going into the tournament tomorrow. Going into the back nine, the wooded section is actually fairly easy. Like, it's way easier than these last 3 holes. So I definitely can score pretty well in the back nine and get myself back at least a little bit closer to what I was wanting, that like, what was it, like double digits under par area. Let's see, because I think I'm 1 under right now, and I can definitely get 5, 6, 7 birdies on the back nine as long as my putt's actually working. So we'll see how it goes, but y'all stay tuned for that. Should be coming out sometime tomorrow, hopefully. If you want to get into the tournament, I'm going to have a link to the disc golf scene page down in the description, so please come check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one. Bye.